Hey everyone, I want to tell you a little bit about this new podcast that I've been listening to. It's called That Aged Well. And if you're into nostalgia and you're into Gen X stuff, I highly recommend this podcast. Hosted by comedians and pop culture superfans Paul and Erica, the show revisits 80s and 90s movies and TV shows with hilarious unfiltered commentary and the kind of honest reflection that sneaks up on you right between the laughs. Paul and Erica have covered movies like Batman and Robin, Wizard of Oz, All About Eve. They just did Boogie Nights, and let me tell you guys, that didn't age too well. They've even delved into music videos like Physical by Olivia Newton-John. Oh, God, I remember that one. That was like the gateway to my diet culture as a young kid, but also, you had Get in Shape Girl around that time. I'm even old enough to remember Mousercise. Mickey Mouse had us in diet culture, so there we go. These two crazy kids, Paul and Erica, love pop culture, and they certainly know how to make it fun. You will love That Aged Well if you love Little Miss Recap. So tune in to That Aged Well anywhere you're listening to your podcasts. Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy Archer. I'm your host. I'm here with Axel today. We are back with the Traitors. I can't do it. I can't do
it. The Traitors.
The Traitors. I can't do the...
I guess it's a Scottish thing. Are you Scottish at all, or Scottish?
No.
What's your ethnicity?
Italian.
Oh, yes.
I'm Sicilian.
I think we talked about this. Yeah.
French.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, and some German.
I like it. Nice. Yeah. It's a good mix.
Yeah, a little bit.
A good mix.
A little bit, yeah. What are you? You're Italian, I'm guessing, all Italian,
yes,
100%?
Yeah. I am about 90 million % Irish. No, I'm Irish, Scottish, German, and Dutch. Well, the red hair comes from the Vikings. So that's where the Irish people get their red hair from.
Should I call you Axel Ragnarsson?
Yeah, well, you could.
Okay.
I probably do have some Viking heritage. That's what 23andMe or whatever the hell we did told me.
Timmy and I, we finished Vikings.
Nice. I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch it.
It's so good. It's so good. And we decided to go back and rewatch The Last Kingdom, Uhtred, Son of Uhtred. We're rewatching it because it was we loved it so much, and we're watching it. We do our Lumigami, we sit down, we chill out, we're watching it, and it's like we never saw it before. I'm going, I didn't remember that Uhtred has a whole ass wife and family. Never remembered this happening. And I said to him, I think this is one of the benefits of getting older. You can go back and rewatch these shows, and it's like they never happened.
Yeah. Oh, this happens to my wife and I all the time. We'll start a movie. We'll get like half an hour into it, be like, oh, shit, we watched this. Remember, honey, at the end, this happened. And she'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Now, she will just be like, well, let's just watch it. I'll be like, no, let's do something different. Yeah, I will get to Vikings. I am right now on an all creatures great and small binge. I love that show. Have you ever watched that show?
It.
It's just a sweet little English show. Like the worst thing that happens is somebody tells a little fib. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's very like gentle.
Precious times.
Yes. And I just love it. And there's a lot of like fields and snow and Englishy talk. And so I dig it.
Yeah, no, we're doing The Last Kingdom, and we are watching Fallout, and I really like it. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I love Walton Goggins. Like he's great.
Amazing.
He's amazing. And what else are we watching? Oh, the Game of Thrones thing.
Oh, it's Dunk and Egg. Yeah. A Night of the Seven Kings. We've got to get you on.
Yeah.
We're going to pick an episode. We did our first episode, Night of the Podcast Winterfell Presents. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
See, I compare that show to like, it's similar. It's like a hang. Like you like the characters. It's nice. A little more violent and a little more hawking loogies, but
and the pooping I could have done without. That was a real choice.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was very funny.
Yeah. We were both like, whoa, what is happening right now? So let's talk Traitors. Are
Oh
you
yeah,
you said there's buzz. So
there
people are
is.
liking it, right?
Yeah, this was a big episode. Well, Rob is blowing up.
Okay.
He's everywhere.
Okay. I'm
He's
suddenly real into
everywhere.
snakes, Axel. I'm not gonna lie.
He- well, he's everywhere. He's taken over.
Yeah, people are real into him. And
Yeah.
I'll save it, but I saw a lot of emotional depth to him this episode.
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's gameplay. That's
Oh, it's
where I'm at.
probably gameplay, but I'm just saying I
Yeah,
think he knows how to read people.
I do too.
And I'm like,
I
is he
think
a
so.
Libra? No, I'm just kidding. I will knock it off with that nonsense.
He's smarter than the average bear, and that he takes
Hmm.
advantage of kind of his look and
Yeah.
his style, his
Yeah.
mood, his vibe, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's very smart. That's what I mean. We all do that, right?
Yeah, sure.
We all try to do that.
Yeah. So he's blowing up. Are people how are people feeling about Ron? Because
I
I
think
saw some empathy and some sympathy for
yes,
him.
I think so too. I
Hmm.
think people are, and I think I've seen a lot of people saying similar to what I said is maybe he's not made for this earth of this game,
He's too
Ron. You know
sweet.
what I mean?
He's
Too
too
sweet.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's too sweet. He says it's a game, blah blah blah. I can't get to know you, but I think this wasn't for him. I don't know if we'll see him on another competitive game like this again. I would, if I were his agent or if I
Yeah.
were his girlfriend that he's going back to, I would be like, don't do this again, dude. This
So
didn't do well for you.
he released a statement. Ooh, on his
Interesting.
Instagram stories, which is how we do it now.
Yeah.
And he wrote, so he's 42. I didn't know he was 42. He wrote, the internet told me I was autistic and was right. And he credits the show for encouraging him to explore the diagnosis. He says, you win this round. Still not gay yet, he wrote jokingly. Thanks, the Traitors. He tagged the
Well,
Traitors for
it's
helping me find out more about me through some type of cruel trauma. And then he shared another message asking his followers to please be kind to others, even if you're on a murder-based game show.
mhm. That
So I, I
so
I don't know if people were saying that they felt that he was on the spectrum.
yeah.
I would never do that. I would never like put a comment in someone's DMs and be like, "Hey, dude." Like that's just
No,
weird. It's a weird choice,
no,
but
but people may have reached out to him who are and who say, "Hey, I recognize that in you
maybe,
too."
maybe with good
The-
intentions, maybe.
And that makes sense too for the literalness and
Yeah.
his inability to kind of read
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's interesting, right? That
Yeah.
it shows that what we saw on camera was echoed in real life, that it was a kind of emotional experience for him.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's
And
kind of cool.
and I want to be clear, like it's not a bad thing for somebody to have autism. I didn't mean that if it came off that way, but I'm just saying like I would never diagnose anyone with anything from my chair, from my couch.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what I mean? I
understand what
only
you're
solve
saying. Yeah,
murders from my couch. That's it. That's it.
exactly.
And I can pick out
Just the important
douchebags.
stuff. Yeah. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to just that he knows more about himself,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's the key.
And I guess he has a son who has ASD. And so like he's a big advocate in that community anyway. So like somebody in that
Very
community may
cool.
have said something. I don't know.
Very
So I thought
cool.
that was interesting. Yeah. Also circulating is did Donna Kelsey not do any of the challenges and you and I never noticed this?
I it's quite possible. It's quite possible. Did they I don't know if they went out of their way to show it,
No, I don't think
but
so. No, but now
I
that
don't
I
know.
think about it, I don't remember seeing her running around the forest carrying a statue or shit like that. Or I don't know what the first
I
ones were. No,
guess.
the boat. The boat. I don't
Oh,
remember seeing
okay.
her in the boat.
I think a lot of people take the challenges off. Let's be honest here, because and that
I
is the
would.
weakness of the show, which
Yeah.
I think this episode illustrates as well. Is sometimes the challenges are just goofy and they're just like a time waster. They're not
Yeah.
really contributing to the gameplay or the show.
But I do think
But
they need something. They
they
need
do. I agree.
something to break it up. You know what I mean? It just can't be them sitting around
Yeah.
strategizing. Like that would
Yeah.
get boring too. So like maybe it's a challenge, but it's, they need to tweak it. You're right. They have
They
to
need
keep working
stakes.
on it and
Yeah.
tying it to gameplay somehow
The
because
money's not enough. They're like,
no,
gather your money. It's
no.
not enough. Like, I want to see them challenge each other or get clues to who traitors are or fake
Yeah.
clues. Do you know, is
Yeah.
it real or not?
I
Like,
think just battling for
you know,
immunity is good.
that's interesting too, right? In the past, they have done more with the
Yeah.
shields.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the show is still great, but I will admit that when it comes to the challenges, I'm not as into it.
Yeah. The
They're
show,
not as good.
again, this is my first season watching it and I'm loving it. I really like it a lot. And you can feel like it's almost there. It's like
Yeah,
almost to what it needs to be. So I don't
yeah.
know what that is. And I know there's other versions. So like maybe if, guys, let us know if another version has nailed this,
I don't think
other.
the other versions do a little bit more because I've watched at least one season of most of them.
Mhm.
But then again, they could throw something different in. But
Yeah.
they'll get it.
Yeah.
It'll at some point. And it just also it is an opportunity to involve Alan more if they do something better with the challenges, because
True.
he is getting some funny lines in
I love
during the
him.
challenge.
Oh God, what
He's
a
the
national
best.
treasure.
He's amazing.
So it's breakfast. And I wrote, boy, the world feels a little lighter and brighter without Michael Rappaport, doesn't it?
There you go. Yes. And there's more salmon.
There's more salmon and
There's two
everybody's
plates.
into this
Yeah.
salmon.
Yeah.
What is happening with Mora's wig? She's wearing a
I don't
wig,
know.
right?
I think she is. I'm not
This is
quite
a
sure.
beautiful woman who chose to put a weird old wig on her head. And I have
Yeah.
no understanding as
You
to why.
never know.
Because she is stunning.
I don't know. When it comes to women and their hair, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I'm shocked all the time to find out something is a wig or extensions or some.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see me. I'm just wildly growing my hair out like a man in the woods.
I mean, I barely have
I
any
don't
hair
know.
left. I am no person to
Your hair looks
judge.
good. I like it. I
Oh,
like your hair.
it's
Good.
very
Nice
thin.
style.
Thank you, but it's very thin. Because you're so much taller than me, you would see an
I
aerial
could
view of
look
my head.
Well, my hair is so thick that it makes me sweat. Like it's so
Timmy
thick.
has nice thick hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Johnny, I wrote Johnny has an amazing blouse and hat on. And he says the
Very
castle
good.
is getting crazy. And I have to create a small group so we can control the round table. This
Mhm.
is a good strategy.
Very good. I like he's playing the game. I want
Yeah.
people to play the game.
Yep. Lisa, we saw a lot more of that this episode. The
Yep.
gameplay. Lisa knows she has to up her game and throw some housewife into the mix. Like she's like, I gotta start getting crazy. There was no murder. Everyone shows up at breakfast, so
Nope.
that was nice.
No murder.
And we see the traitor stuff from last night, and they're super focused now on Colton. And I'm like, good.
Yes.
Colton is on my last fucking nerve.
Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth because I do have to. His behavior in this episode was kooky,
Yeah.
very kooky,
Mm-hmm.
and I but I appreciate that he's trying to do something. At least he's given us something. Some of the other people are doing nothing. They're just like in the background.
I agree, and I almost wonder, like at the end where he's like, "Just vote me out." Da, da, da. I almost wonder if he's realizing like he fucked this up and he wants to leave.
Well, this is definitely his launch. Like
Yeah.
I hear people talking about that too. Like he was trying to relaunch himself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That Virgin show failed and trying to do it again. And he's definitely what my wife likes to call a try hard. He is
Yeah.
a big try hard. It's
Yeah.
evident. But I have to say he is making the show overall a bit more interesting by
I
his
agree.
weird.
I agree. So Alan comes in, he has on a sash, a kilt,
Love
and
it.
I think he has on the shirt from Seinfeld.
The puffy shirt.
The puffy shirt.
I think it might be it.
And his hair is orange.
Yeah, I like the hair again.
He looks good.
Yeah.
He looks good.
I was thinking about getting a kilt. I've never worn a kilt.
Oh, I think you could rock
You
a
know,
kilt.
I think I could too.
Yeah.
I have strong leg. He has strong legs too.
Yeah, you
He
have
has
to have
thick
nice legs.
legs.
Yeah, you can't have the varicose vein legs like I got going on over here. You got to have legs that people want to
I got
see.
some. Well, I'm kind of translucent, so you can see all my veins. But I was surprised he came out and I was like, wow, he's got some
Yeah.
tree
He's in
stumps
good
going on
shape.
there.
Well, when we saw
Yeah,
him with the
true that. You're right.
sleeveless
He
shirt,
is.
he
He's in
had
good
some
shape.
nice muscles. Yeah.
Yep.
So Colton and Dorinda chat, and he tells her, "Look, I know you're friends with Lisa, but I want you to just observe her today. Like she's not acting like the Lisa I know, the Lisa Rinna that I've
Mhm.
been told about, the fabled Lisa
Yeah.
fucking Rinna. She's not acting
Pretty.
that way."
This is an astute observation, and if
I
he had
agree.
kept it at this, maybe he would have gotten somewhere.
I agree. So the gang is still really focused on Ron. Like I don't know what it is about Ron, but they all are just focused on Ron. And Colton,
It's
go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Can
No,
I
that's
say it has made me slightly uncomfortable because in these games, they do tend to vote out the black people first.
yeah.
That does tend
It's
to
not a good
happen.
look. It's
Not
not
a
a
good
good
look.
look.
And
Yeah.
ostracizing him like that, that's why I liked our boy Robbie Bobby kind of come into his
Yes.
aid.
Yes.
And it did seem like he was having an emotional response. And the other people, I was just surprised that there were not more people there, not seeing that Ron's response was not of anger, he's mean or a bad guy, but that he was having some emotional issues. Like no one even noticed it. And
Yeah.
it seemed it did like they were picking on him just because they're totally confused and have no idea who the traitor is.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. It felt like a bunch of mean kids just piling on somebody,
Yeah.
and
It
I
was a
didn't
little
like
icky.
it. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So Ron and Rob are talking now. They're playing chess. And Ron is pretty confident that he's leaving tonight. And I think they were really playing chess. And Rob is
I
like,
think so.
people just think I'm dumb. Like I'm a dumb person from Alabama. Like
Yeah.
they totally
Yeah.
underestimate me. Oh my God. I
Yes.
just almost had a stroke.
You almost
Ron's,
said misunderestimate. You almost said you couldn't care less.
oh God. My English degrees are not worth the paper they're printed on.
No, you corrected yourself. Hey,
I caught it.
English is about editing.
I
And you
caught it.
edited yourself.
So Ron says, "You are a good representation of what the South is about." He said, you love your family, you're a good dude." It was really nice, this
It
conversation
was.
between the two of them.
It was nice.
And Rob says, this is where I wrote this. He has a deep understanding of things because Rob said, "I understand Ron. He's an introvert." And I have this quote verbatim: "Sometimes the loneliest place for someone like that is in a crowded room."
Yeah,
I was like,
most definitely.
wow.
Yep.
It was just
Deep.
so eloquent. I was like, okay, Rob.
This guy is probably going to run for president. Probably going to win.
Calm down over there, okay? Calm down.
People are going nuts over him, and this was great for him, but it was also necessary for what happens later that they set this groundwork. So I think this is like good television.
I agree. So Johnny, meanwhile, building his alliance. And in the group, Mark is like, we need to focus on Ron or Colton. And Mark says Colton is trying to control things. He's trying to be the ringleader. The group is, it's always shifting. But at this point, it's Tara, Mark, Steven, Candace, Eric, Kristen, Maura, and Rob. And I'm like, well, you got 2 traitors in there, buddy. So you're not doing a good job here. Like 2 out of 3 you got in this
At least
group.
they're trying, right? But that's the silly thing is because there's so many people involved. And when he's like, we need 9 people, like it's like you do realize you're going to get some of the
right because you're only like you need
everyone.
8 people out of like 11.
It's kind of silly.
So the challenge is they're going to go to Alan's cabin, and Colton on the ride there tells his car, who is Dorinda, Tara, and Rob, that Lisa is the one. She is the traitor. He'll vote Ron tonight, but Lisa is the traitor.
Well, he is right.
He is right.
He's
really on to Lisa. Okay, so they have to match clues to gravestones, and one burial site contains 2 shields. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt
No, no, no.
because last week I was excited that they were going to go to
The cabin.
Alan's cabin.
Yeah.
Previously, they didn't just have a bunch of bugs coming up out of a drawer that was 10 feet away from them. It was like there were bugs pouring on them. They were sticking their hands in things. There were
No.
bugs it was snakes and frogs.
Well,
If I
Rob could
remember
have handled the
correctly,
snakes.
it was all, that's true. Maybe that's why they didn't
Mhm.
do it. It was all types of creepy crawlies that
Ugh.
were involved in this. I'm pretty sure I remember them being covered with like little like not what are the mealworms and stuff like that.
Ugh.
So this is why I was
Way
so
tamer.
disappointed in this challenge was just to me this challenge was pretty boring
Yeah.
and it looked to me that as they were sitting around the table some of them were like what the fuck? Who cares? And other were really trying to act it out, like, oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
scared. And then the
Mm-hmm.
other ones are looking at him like, what are you scared? Like this, it
Axel,
just
I
didn't
have a
work for
great
me.
idea. What if for the next challenge they go out into the woods and there are the DS? And they're like, we have to drown proof you. Then you're going to fall from a helicopter.
Yes.
That's what we
That,
need.
oh
A
my,
real fucking challenge.
you know what? We haven't even talked about that. How we transitioned from the hardest challenges possible to these namby-pamby, find a medal and a monument or whatever the hell they're doing in a
Yeah.
fountain,
Yeah. I
you
think
know?
there should be some ground
They
in
need the
between those two
DS.
extremes, but
Yeah.
I would pay money to see Rudy again
With the glasses.
with the glasses and to
Yeah.
see him doing some work with Rob. I don't know what
Oh,
that would look like, but
let me
I
tell
need
you,
those
I
two
think
together.
yeah, Alan would allow him to co-host an episode. He
I think
more
so
than
too.
welcome.
I
Alan would
think
be
so
like,
too.
sure,
I think so too.
Rudy.
So Ron says, this cabin is disgusting. Alan, what is wrong with your mind?
He is funny too, Ron. He has a
He's
lot of good
great. He's
lines.
great.
A lot of good
People
lines.
have been sharing like his stand up and stuff. I think he's very
Yeah,
funny.
he is. He's
Yeah.
very funny.
So they mostly agree no shields. And Natalie says, look, if anybody takes a shield, they're getting banished tonight, period. I'm like, okay, girl. Suddenly, I didn't expect this. A chainsaw bursts through the window. And I'm like, oh my God, is somebody going to die? I'm suddenly here for this. But no, unfortunately.
No.
So they do this challenge. I don't need to get too much into it. They run out into the gravestones. Everything's fine. They missed like one. As the people, though, run out to the graveyard, they don't come back in.
Yeah, this was weird.
And I don't know why.
I thought it was going to mean something at
It
the
didn't.
end, but it ended up not mean. I think if someone had taken a shield, those three people may have been up for murder or something like I don't know, but they're up for murder anyway. Everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Didn't make sense.
It didn't really make any sense to me. And
Mm-mm.
also, you could tell that they wanted to get through this challenge and they had shot way more when they just had Ron give us an entire, like, then we did this, then we did that, then we did this.
Yes. I think one or two things needs to happen. They need to take the people who think up the challenges on special forces and take the cocaine away from them. Or they need to take the people who think of these challenges and give the cocaine to them. So
Definitely.
that just a little bit of the cocaine, so we can
give us
up
a
the
little
challenges
bit too.
here.
Give us like a bump,
so we can kind of get somewhere in the middle. So, Rob is really torn because he likes Ron a lot,
Yeah.
and we see him kind of this inner turmoil all episode. They're back at the castle now. Johnny really wants to get Colton out. He believes they have to go big. Dorinda loves Rob. She calls him her traitor's husband, and
Yeah.
everybody's kind of like, get in line, girl.
Yeah.
Rob defends Ron and is saying that, or he's trying to sway the group away from him and towards, I don't know who he's trying to sway it. I think just away, towards Colton. Rob is trying to go towards Colton to get the heat off of Ron. Is that right?
Not really. I don't know that he offers up anyone else. I think he just says that it's not Ron. That he
Okay.
doesn't, and
Okay.
this
Candace
makes
is
his
pissed.
yes, this makes his other trick because he likes Colton too. That's his buddy too.
That's right. You're right. I'm wrong.
So
Correct.
I
Yes.
think he just doesn't really. This is where I was unsure of what was going on with Rob. I think he was caught between his actual feelings and the gameplay. And then I think his choice in the end was a bit more gameplay. You know, I
Mm,
think he did have a mind towards what was going on because he realizes that he's speaking up for a guy, that it's kind of good to have, that's another, they're going to
yeah.
take out one of their own.
Yeah.
So let the faithful do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, he's torn, he says, because Colton trusts him. So you're right. He
Yeah,
does like Colton.
he likes
Colton now
Colton.
decides he's going to pull Lisa into the billiards room and he's like, I'm going to try to hold Lisa hostage. I was like,
This was so
girl,
weird. You're
he's,
like, hold me hostage.
he says, not Colton. No, no,
Not
thank you.
Colton, Rob.
He says, I want to win this with you, Lisa. I know you're a traitor and I want to make a faithful traitor alliance here. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she flips the script smartly. And she's like, I think you're the traitor.
Yeah.
I thought this was good. This was good acting on her part, which she is an actress, so she should be able to pull this off.
She was an actress before the
Yes,
Housewives, and she is an
absolutely.
actress. She had quite an episode.
Mm-hmm.
She really kind of stepped out.
Yeah.
And I think it was smart when Colton initially challenged her.
Mm-hmm.
She kept going and she ups it. And that is natural because if anyone challenged you, you kind of step to them. So it doesn't make her look like a traitor
Right.
because she's stepping up. Now, this has been done before
Oh,
on the Traitors, where a
okay.
person has approached, it was last season, I can't remember, I bet you someone else remembers who it was, that someone approached kind of a traitor, was like, I kind of know you're a traitor, and they kind of did work together for a little while, if I remember correctly.
That's interesting.
And it's the old Survivor thing where you try to bring a weaker person with you so you have an advantage at the end.
Yeah.
So in essence, what Colton is saying is, let's kind of protect each other. But then in the end, he really has the secret, not her. So
Right.
he's at the advantage.
Right.
And she would immediately know this because she's not a dummy. So this whole proposition doesn't really make much sense as far as the traitor
It's
goes
true.
because they don't need a faithful on their side to do anything. They're
Do
amongst
you
them anyway.
do you think if you were a traitor that you would strike up an alliance with the faithful and backstab your other traitors? Because I would.
Well, let's see if that things of that nature have happened in the
I would
past as
totally do
well. So
that. Yeah.
yeah, but it depends because don't forget in the end, if they call out the traitor and they win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if the traitor at any point gives themselves up, they are in much more of a delicate
Okay.
position than the other person
Okay.
is.
Yeah, that's true. So we have the round table now at the end of the episode, and Mark speaks up first. And he makes a case for Ron, but he says, he's open to other ideas. And Ron says, no one here voted correctly. And yet you guys all pick me. Like you all pick on me, but none of you have been correct so far
Yeah.
because Donna was the only
True.
traitor they got out of there. And that was pretty obvious, I feel like.
Yeah.
Dorinda says, now this was interesting because up to this point, we have not heard a real reason why they think Ron is the traitor. But Dorinda says Ron doesn't contribute anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was interesting. So is he just
Yeah.
quiet?
They kind of, I think they kind of mentioned this last episode where she was just like, he's not giving anything. And then that's when Ron was saying, well, I don't want to get to know people too much because then I have to hurt them. So
Mm,
it's not right. That's where that conversation happened, where I thought we did get some insight into Ron and his
yeah.
understanding, but also like, Ron, you can't live life like that. You're still human. You're still amongst human
Yeah.
beings.
You got to murder some of these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
Ron. Mm-hmm.
You have to talk a little bit too. Like how
Yeah.
you, like she was like, I don't know if you have a wife or kids or any, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he was
Yeah.
like, I don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Well, when you say that to somebody, they're not going to like you.
He's kind of like the new asshole at work who comes in and is like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not going to tell you anything about my personal life.
Exactly.
And you're like,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, like that's a weird line to draw when we're with each other for 8 hours a day and
Yes,
bored. Like, what the
yes,
fuck?
yes.
Why are you trying to make everyone's life harder?
Like,
That's what I'm.
how are you going to have coffee in my office for an hour and a half in the
Yes.
morning every
Yeah.
morning if you don't want to talk about your life? Okay.
But learning about him, that makes sense. That for him, he needed to draw that line and have
Yeah.
that distinction. That's what made him comfortable.
Yeah. Little Miss Recap will return in a moment. For ad-free episodes, visit littlemissrecap.com/support. So Kristen comes for Colton a little bit, and I'm here for this. I hate Colton.
Yes.
I want him gone, if I have not been clear about that. Ron starts to do his goodbyes to everyone because he's confident that he's going home. And Tara finally says, like, look, guys, I don't think it's Ron. She is clocking in the moment that he's having an emotional response to
Yes,
this. And
you're
she's like piecing
100%
it all
right.
together.
Yeah, because
And you,
she was whispering like, I don't think it's him.
yeah,
I just
you
don't
see
think it's
this
him.
look kind of come over her. And she's
Yeah,
like, oh, and but then she does say loudly, like, I don't care if this gets me murdered tonight. I don't think it's Ron.
I
I was
like
like,
that.
good for you. So Colton says, if we want to look away from Ron, how about Lisa? Lisa voted against Portia, and you don't vote against your own people, especially the housewives, especially like the first round table.
Yeah,
That's a very good point.
Good. Well, it is a good point, but then again, his behavior with her has been so weird. The
I
way he
agree.
was whispering during the offer,
I
the
agree.
way that even at this table when she was like, "I know," and he's like, "Oh, I know, you're a queen." It's like it's very
He's weird.
inauthentic,
He's weird.
very inauthentic as the human being.
So poor Rob is really struggling. I wrote, does he need me? Does he need me to swoop in there and help him out? Does he need me to comfort him? Tara votes. Okay, so here's the voting.
Okay,
Okay.
here we go.
Tara votes for Colton. So does Lisa, Johnny, and Kristen. So that's 4 votes for Colton. Steven votes for Ron. So does Maura, Candace, Jam Jam, Dorinda, and Mark is the final vote. Ron votes for Lisa. So does Colton, Eric, Natalie, and Rob. So let's talk about this because Rob votes right before Mark. Mark is voting last, right? So do you think that Rob made a calculation? Because right at that moment, Lisa and Ron are tied.
Right.
So do you think Rob made a quick calculation that he knew Mark was going to vote for Ron? So he was like, I'm safe voting for Lisa. She's not going to go home. Do you know what I mean?
I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did. I think it was. I think it was. I think it was that. I think he also wanted to vote for Lisa, and I think he didn't want to vote for Colton and Ron. If you get my meaning, meaning he likes Colton and he actually felt kind of a kinship with Colton and Ron. But I think he also saw an opportunity here to at least kind of send up a little flare that he has some power to Candace and Lisa as far as being a traitor goes. So he did it. And I don't think he thought Lisa was going to get voted out, but then afterwards, of course, we'll talk about it. They're like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, where am I? Ron is eliminated and he reveals he's a faithful and everyone's.
And him going around and talking to each person, you are so beautiful. That felt very, I don't think he was trying to get their vote. I think he literally just wanted to do it.
Yep. So Alan comes in and goes, once again, you have drowned one of your own. And Alan now announces they're halfway through and he's going to host a grand banquet. And everybody's like, what's the catch? Because this is not going to just happen on the surface. So Lisa and Candace are really pissed off that Rob stabbed Lisa in the back. And Rob said, I really just I want everyone to think I'm a faithful. So this is his thing that he's going with now. And like you said, he likes Ron.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't want to vote against Ron, but I don't know. Like, do you feel like Lisa should be mad at him? Or do you feel like
I don't know. I think they're kind of charmed because they seem mad. They're avoiding each other. They're
Mm-hmm.
walking through the house. He goes
Mm-hmm.
into one room. Then finally they all go into the same room.
I know, and
And
they're
he
doing the whisper fighting, which if you've ever been in a couple, you're like
That's very hard for me because I have a very deep voice. So even when I whisper, it carries. My son's like, I heard you, Dad. It's like, great. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, they're kind of angry, but then he's just kind of like, I'm sorry. I didn't know, I didn't know what to do and I didn't want to vote. And they're just kind of like, okay. And
yeah.
that's him using, like he said earlier to Ron, people think I'm dumb, people think whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, that he's self-aware enough to have emotions and maybe be hurt by that, but also take advantage of it. And in this case, these two women are looking at this hunk and he's like, I'm sorry, mom. And they're like, okay.
Well, and
They're
I
kind of like,
wonder
okay.
too if there's a little bit of, going back to the mantra of housewives stick together, if Lisa and Candace are kind of like, okay, now we know where we stand with him and we're done.
Well, that's what I think too, is they seem that way, but let's see what happens because they are smarter than that. And they have to pick up on the fact that that was in a sense a power move.
Yeah.
So they've got to pick up on that.
It was a power move because every person that is able to take the suspicion off of them that they're a traitor puts more suspicion on the remaining people. So like
Exactly.
this is not I'm doing this for the group. He did that for him.
Yeah.
So it
No,
doesn't benefit them in any way.
no, no.
No. So, all right. So the thing about this banquet is that they're going to do a murder in plain sight. But we first get this little exchange between Lisa and Colton. And she says to him, I have been in this business for 36 years, and there is more to me than a housewife. I am Lisa fucking Rinna. And this is
I
where
was Lisa
Colton,
fucking Rinna before the
yep,
Housewives. Lisa fucking Rinna after. Now, this is good because it is true. It proves that what Colton said was true. She was being very quiet.
yep,
She was not asserting herself.
yep. And Colton announces now that the traitors better take him out tonight because he will use a shield the minute he gets to. Oh. So Alan says, they have to do this murder in plain sight. And what they have to do is they have to wear an amulet and they have to lure someone to touch
To
it.
touch it. Yeah, yeah.
And I think the only person who touches it, the first person who touches it, is murdered, correct?
Yep, yep. They
This
die by
is
the touch.
this is
This was a
interesting.
flashback too. This was cool. They kind of did this because they did
Yes.
that was a little mind bending because you had to remember that at this time he had not yet voted for Lisa. So
Mm-hmm.
as they're discussing this, you
Mm-hmm.
have to bear in mind that this happened before,
They're still united.
right? But
Yeah.
now they're going into this thing, and as Candace says, she has to put her Spanx on, she has to get changed, she has to do all that,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know what they're going to do, right? They have
So
to roll right into it.
can they vote out another traitor? Can they murder another traitor?
No,
No. Okay.
they
So
can't murder
they
a traitor.
they can't just be like,
No. They can
okay,
only convince the other people to vote them out at the
at the
round
round
table.
table. Okay. All right. So again, Candace is like, this is wild. We have to go into this and we have this unmediated tension between us. And Rob, like I said, is trying to explain that he was trying to evade suspicion. And that's where we leave them. So next
Yeah,
time on, we're going to see Lisa shows up with this really fancy outfit and the amulet. And who is she going to invite to touch it? I'd be like, hey, Colton, come here.
exactly. I think that's what's going to happen. I
That's
think
got to
so.
happen.
Yeah.
So overall, I liked this episode. I'm curious as to why they just dropped it by itself, but this is the pattern now, right? Until the end,
Yeah.
there'll only
Yeah.
be
I
one
think, yeah, when we looked, I think, yeah, all until then we get at the end, we get both the finale and the
reunion.
reunion. Yeah, what I was trying to figure what they call it, I guess reunion.
So, in part of our larger conversation that you and I sometimes have, do you think this show requires a reunion? Like, I think it could be fun, but I don't know if it's necessary.
In the past, I haven't been really there was one season where the end was very contentious.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was season 2 where that was a really good reunion. But generally speaking, I mean, you know, sometimes I'm kind of sick of reunions in general.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
know you
like
are.
they provide so little, and especially for me, a big Bravo fan, where now they do like 3 hours, 3 episode reunion where nothing is talked about and they just yell at each other the whole time.
So you're not up
It's
to the 4 part, like 90 Day yet.
yeah. And then they never do anything on that too, right? Like
No,
we got to
no,
get more into it.
no. All right, my friend. That's it.
That's it. That's
That's
it for
it.
the
It was a
Traitors
short
this
one.
week.
Yeah, it was a short one. Um, what are you doing over there on DVR Network? On
The
podcast
Night of the Seven
Winterfell.
Kingdoms. We're doing the podcast, and we're also covering Hijack
Yeah,
season
I
2.
haven't checked that out yet.
Oh, it's so fun. It's just
Yeah.
a fun, silly show. It's like
Yeah.
actiony, like
Hmm.
British show. They're in Germany this season. Idris Elba on a train.
I love him.
You know, yeah.
Hmm.
Who doesn't like Idris Elba?
Right. Right.
He's awesome.
Okay. And then you'll be back here next week.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to do our top 10 TV of
Oh
the
yeah. When am I doing
2020. If you can, next Saturday, not this Saturday, next
Okay.
Saturday.
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna do my
Okay,
best.
if you
Yeah.
can. Yeah, because that's going to be a fun thing to do. We're
That's gonna be very
getting our list
I
together.
love lists.
Yeah.
I really do. I love lists. Like I love to do, top 10 blah blah blahs. So I'm here for it. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Axel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let me think. What do I want to talk about? Oh, I know what I want to say.
What's that?
For all of you who listen to Sister Wives in 90 Day, Amanda is out attending to a family emergency this weekend. I will let her talk about that when she returns, but I have subs. So you're going to hear Becca and I do Sister Wives. You're going to hear Mary Payne and I do Before the 90 Days. And you're going to hear Brian Crooks from Mass Virgin and I do the tell all for Toe. So I just want to announce that
Nice.
Amanda
Okay.
she's alive and well. She's
Best
just
to
dealing
her.
with some family stuff. And so just keep her in your thoughts. And yeah, that's going to be this weekend. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.